forward paddock and up towards it.
Hello everybody, it's Suffolk Andy here, going to a little place called Wickham Stretch. Never been there before. Looks like a small road, so I thought I'd have a little old go, see what's down there, you never know. In the middle of the Suffolk countryside, as you can see. Very nice day today, very nice. Anyway, this is probably my first proper vlog in some time. With all what's been going on with Tactless Dribs, Aaron, my son, and his accident and everything else. I'd like to just do a quick little report on him. He's up at Addenbrooke's today with his mum. She's took him. So he's probably getting a little bit of loving from mummy, which is a nice thing. And he's doing well. He's gone up to get his skin graft looked at and see if the bone's healing properly and everything in his right arm. So everything's looking good. He's looking positive and he's a little bit happier. Anyway, got one confession. When Aaron had his accident outside the hospital, I hadn't smoked a cigarette for a month and a half, didn't want one, but the pressure of thinking that I was going to lose him, I lit up a cigarette, which I got from somebody else, and I smoked for a whole week, and then I thought, I can't do this anymore, so I've gone onto these vapor things. So Skeggy Cruiser, if you watch this, mate, can you tell me what's the best tank you can get? I know you're into that. At the moment I'm using a Mini Nova, and I've just got a Pro Arc 2 or something. But yeah, if you could tell me, appreciate that, mate. Which you think's the best one you can use? I'm going to be on it for a little while, and I'm going to wean myself off that one next. So, where shall we begin? Well, as you can see, it's absolutely gorgeous here. As you know, because I've been away so long, these few weeks, I haven't really had a chance to look at anybody's vids. As you know, I always say if I try and keep up with all my subscribers, which I must say now has gone over the 300 mark, which I'm very proud of. I was nearly up to just under 300 before Aaron's accident, but it's gone well over 300 now, so I'm chuffed with that. I'm still looking myself for new guys and new girls who have started up vlogging, because I think they need all the support we can give them, you know. And I subscribed to a couple yesterday, and I'll be looking forward to their vids and vlogs, as we call them, in the near future. Right, shall we have a subject today? Let me think. I never really thought of anything before I came out, but as we're going through these lovely old country Suffolk lanes, we might as well talk about something. So, right, let's think about this one. What would be the main things that would make our lives easier as motorcyclists on the roads? If you could change things, what would it be? Or if the government or the agencies could change things to make our roads better for us, you know. So I was thinking about this now, and I'm only doing this in my head as we're talking. I haven't thought about this, so bear with me. If I come up with something that you disagree with, it might not be that, you know, I might actually think you're right, but let's have a go. Let me think. Well, one of the things that really frustrate me is bus lanes. In my town of Ipswich, we've got bus lanes. Nobody's ever in them. You can't go in them all day long. You would have thought they could maybe in the rush hours stop cars and bikes going in them and let us use them all the rest of the day. But you can't. You can't even go in them. That would be a good start if all bikes could use bus lanes. Do you think that would help in your towns and different places? Old dog sitting on that bloody, right on the front of that car, look. Must be on the bloody dashboard. Their little sport track. Oh, that is weird. Look at that dog. Yeah, so bus lanes, they infuriate me. I don't like bus lanes. So what do you think? Let us go into the bus lanes? Look at that. There's 2 of them. Unbelievable. Look at that little place for sale. And if you notice, I'm a lot happier today. Things are looking up. Like I say, my boy's fine. Everything's looking up and I'm a lot happier. Getting back to normal. And look at this weather. It's like a very early spring day. Yeah, so we had bus lanes. Let's get rid of the bus lanes. Let us go in the bus lanes. I think that would help, don't you? This is a one I was thinking about. National speed limits. 70 mile an hour on motorways in Britain, and would it not be better to let us go 80? What do you think? If they would let bikes, say 600 and above, 80 mile an hour on a motorway. Keep the cars to 70. I know it'll piss them off. Keep them to 70 and let us go at 80 miles an hour. I think that might help, actually. What do you think of that one? Double yellow lines. Do you think because we're a lot skinnier than cars and we got a more perception of the road? And let's face it, I know loads of double yellow lines that don't need to be there. What about if we had discretion on double yellow lines? What do you think of that one? That might be interesting. Bit of a discussion for that one, I think. And let me think. I'm thinking on the bat here, so you have to bear with me. Let's get a bit of speed up. Hey. Oh, look, bucket of water. What about motorways again? What about, as we know, it's a contentious item, is undercutting. You know what it's like when you come up the road and there's some knob sitting in the outside lane on a dual carriageway doing 70 mile an hour, and he ain't going to move, he's doing his 70. I know the government has said they're going to bring some laws in against it, but I don't think they will. What about us being able to undercut? We've got more perception of the road. Look at that. I think we've got more perception of the road than most car drivers. What do you think of that one? And we can actually undercut more. You know, I know we all do it because we're sods. But what about if it was legal for motorbikes to undercut? What do you think of that one? Right, let me think of something else now. What about people who want to ride bikes? It's been shown at the moment that the take up on bike tests and everything has fallen like a stone because it's got too hard to get on a bike. You know, it's too many tests and whatever. What about if we restricted 16-year-olds to 50cc motorbikes and scooters? But at 17 they could go on a 125. And then they can keep on a 125 until they pass their test on that 125, and then they can ride a 600. But they can only ride that 600 to their 20. They can't have anything else above that 600, say for 2 years. And then after that, they automatically get their full license and they can ride a bigger bike, like say like this one, a 1200 or something like that. What do you think of that one? I don't know. I'm a little bit sort of unsure of all the rules and the new rules for new bikes. Somebody's selling their goods. Look, a rocking chair there for 20 nicker. Yeah, I'm not sure about, because there's so many new rules and I haven't kept up with them. You boys and girls will probably know more about it, but I was just thinking, you know, 50cc 16, 17 125, pass the test at 18, or in between 18 to 20, 600 only. After the 600, automatically get your license and you can ride what bike you like. I think that's something to think about. Oh man, this is just, you won't believe how lovely this is. Still a bit nippy, but it's good. Right, let me think of one or two other things. Right. I can't at the moment. I'm thinking as best I can. Crash helmets. Right, this is a very contentious one. If I said to you, you can drink as much alcohol as you want, even if that kills you, you can become an alcoholic if you want it. You can smoke as many cigarettes as you like, even if it gives you lung cancer and kills you. You can climb any tree you want to any height, but you can't take the choice of if you wear a crash helmet or not. Now what I'm going to say about this is that I personally think you'd be an absolute friggin' fool not to wear a crash helmet, and I can tell you that now because my son, when he had the accident, when he hit the car, he tried to swerve apparently, hit the car, and as he went over the top of the car, the front part of his crash helmet hit the car door and turned him over, and he landed on his back. Well, if you can see that crash helmet, and I know he's going to put a picture of it, the actual chin guard, or the jaw guard here, this bit here, is absolutely mangled. So I'd hate the thought what his face would have been like if he hadn't been wearing it. So I think it's foolish, but is it a choice, a personal choice, that you should be able to wear a crash helmet or not? Because you're allowed to do all these other silly things, and they're not against the law. So same with seatbelts. Are you allowed to take the choice on seatbelts? You're not. But like I said, you're allowed to do all these other things. I personally don't agree with it, but I thought I'd throw that one in case some of you boys and girls, keep an eye on this guy, some of you girls and boys think you should have the choice. Look at this, lovely. So I'm going to open this up in a minute and give it a little bit of a pin. Hey, that is great. Oh, one or two other things I was looking at. There's a couple of challenges. Maybe I'm doing a challenge. Slow down. Yeah, there was a couple of challenges. Jim Payne's challenge, starting and stopping on a bike. I did see it. I haven't tried it. I did have a little go before I started this vlog. I put I didn't put the camera on. I was at a petrol station getting some petrol, and I had a little go just for a few goes. Yeah, I can do it. I'm not going to put it in this one, but I might do it another day. It's not as easy as it looks, you know. I've been riding a bike for 41 years, and I thought I'm quite, you know, au fait on a bike. But when you're not used to stuff like that, it can be that quite hard. So I might have a go at that later. Not probably on this vid, but I might have a go at that. Here we're at Dedham, or Dedham. This is where my family came from. My mother's side, they all came from here. This village in Suffolk before they moved to Ipswich. Whole farming family, or farm labourers. Nothing special about them, just good honest folk from years and years ago. Yeah, so there's a couple of I'm going on all over the bloody place today, aren't I? Yeah, I did see that challenge, so I might have a little go at that and see what I'm like. If I'm any good, I might put it up. If I'm frigging crap, I'm going to go and hide under a fucking stone and start riding and learn how to ride a bike again. But and the other one was Mrs Braindump's. Can you do a video or a vid for 10 minutes without editing? Maybe that's what I'm doing now. I don't know. I know I'm just rambling along and talking about different things. So this might turn out to be 10 minutes long. I don't know. I'm not going to time it. I haven't timed this one. So I'm going to put one or two other things in here to make it 10 bloody minutes. I don't usually do 10 minutes. I know when I started, I used to have some very long vlogs, but you realise that they are far too long. So, but anyway, so I put another subject in, And I'll tell you what it is. How far can you go? How far can you go with your vlogs? How far can you go before you start upsetting people? And maybe, I mean, like myself, I try and keep certain subjects out of my vlogs. But what subjects can't you really talk about without upsetting people? Okay? So if I was a male chauvinist pig, and I started sort of talking about lady motorbike riders, who, by the way, I absolutely adore, okay? I love women on bikes. The more the better, and I love riding with my local club when there's women on 600s and whatever. And even higher, bigger bikes than that. So say if I got in here and started saying that women riders were crap, they weren't strong enough, they were more worried about breaking their nails and stuff like that, would I upset people if I'd done that? And it's not me talking there, I'm just being the devil's advocate a little bit, you know, girls. I'll tell you what, I watched a vid the other day, and that was Wheels Not Heels. And I'll tell you what, I love that woman. She's an American. I love her. And she has got a 600, I think that's what it is. And I'll tell you what, she can ride it. And the other day she was out with a friend. I think that's a friend. She hasn't, I don't really picked up if it is a friend or a boyfriend. She'll let me know, I reckon, if she watches. And he's got a huge great bike. It looked like 1,000 or something. And she asked him and begged him, could you ride it? And she's only slight. And I thought, my word, she's going to be a bit small for that. But she rid it. And she rid it well. Only in a straight line and round through curves. But she could ride it. Look at that for scenery. That is unbelievable, isn't it? Just want to stop, get me vapor stick out and start puffing away and feeling friggin' more happy. Oh look, this is just fantastic. I have no idea, by the way, where I am. I'm rambling on. And Stowmarket, I don't think I'm going to go to Stowmarket, that's boring. Let's go to Yoxford. Yeah, so, yeah, she rid the bike and she done well. I was bloody proud of her, you know. I sent her a little return on one of her replies to one of my vids, and I said, I'm proud of you, gal. And I was. And, you know, the other day I was outside our local shop. Well, no, the other day, about a month and a half ago, a couple of months ago. And this little person came in on a ZZR 1400, which is a slightly smaller bike than the ZZR 1200, what I'm on here now, because I've ridden both. A bit lighter, a bit smaller, friggin' powerful though, still big. And I thought, cool, that person looked a little bit small to be on that bike. Anyway, they pulled up, got off, and when they took the crash helmet off, it was a little old woman. I reckon she must have been 60, and she was riding a ZZR 1400. I was gobsmacked, I must admit. So anyway, yeah, so I'm progressing all over the place here, and I friggin' talking away and whatever. So oh my god. So anyway, yeah, so how far can you go with these vids? Could you upset people if you talked about religion, politics? And this can be quite boring subjects, but some people are into those sort of things. Would you upset people doing that? What about if you started sort of slagging gay people? And by the way, I've got nothing against gay people or, you know, or anything like that at all. But how far could you go before people would say, oh, he's a knob, and switch you off? You know? I don't know. Anyway, I think I might have got to the 10 minutes. I hope so. But you know, I'm going to talk for one more minute and I'm going to turn this off. If that ain't 10 minutes, well, I'm going to eat my rear tyre. As easy as that. So, you'll be surprised how long 10 minutes is when you're waffling away. Oh, look at this countryside. Oh, look. Let's bang it! Whoa! Front wheel off the ground there for a little split second. Fantastic. Oh, got a car, better pull down now. Anyway, that's all from me in the middle of one hell of a day in Suffolk. miles from home. Might do the old farts challenge if I can find a road that I can frig arse about on. If I do, I'll put it up. If I don't, I won't. If I'm crap, I ain't going to tell you. Anyway, that's enough of me. Hopefully I've beaten the brain dump challenge for 10 minutes. I hope I have. I haven't timed it. I won't edit this whatsoever. I will just take the front off because I started up looking around before I start talking, but I'll oh my word, my God, don't I live in a friggin' beautiful place. Oh, look at that. Man. Anyway, I should put it up and see if I've beaten Mr. and Mrs. Braindump's challenge. Unedited 10 minutes of subjects on a motorbike. I think that's what it is. I haven't seen the vid they put up, but I'll have a look. Oh, and just one more thing before I go. Some of you boys have made me chuckle because one or two of you have taken me off. You're actually starting your vids with, hello, it's Suffolk Andy here. And I quite enjoy that actually. My son Aaron, he pointed that out the other day to me. Nasty little corner. And we had a chuckle at one or two of them. So anyway, that's enough from me. In the middle of Suffolk, by the Victoria pub, Suffolk Andy.